Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's
it's
up?
the Pirate Stacker, my pal Fish.
Fish, how we doing?
We're at Four Rivers.
Been forever.
It has.
Long time.
It has been.
I've been going through withdrawals. I'm like, where is Pirate?
I've been down and out, man. I had a rough 2 weeks being sick. I have food coming. You don't.
I don't. I'm fasting today.
Tell me. You mentioned Lent. I have never been in a religion where that was a thing. What is Lent for those of us that have no idea what that is?
Well, it's a period leading into Easter.
Okay.
Okay. And so
That's me. Thank you.
Here you go.
Appreciate it.
You're so welcome.
thank you, man. It's
Yeah.
so it's just leading into Easter, and you know, Jesus, he fasted like 40 days and 40 nights, right?
Right,
But we're
right.
only fasting for 40 days. But we just pick one day out of the week, and I just fast. It's a spiritual fast, so you just continue on with your normal day. You don't, you're not all moping and groaning about it. And whenever you would normally eat, you just pray. And that's it. And it's just like a time to be spiritually focused and centered on the Lord. Sometimes in addition to that, there'll be like a separate something that people give up. Like maybe they'll say, okay, I'll fast from desserts, or I'll
People
fast,
give up alcohol
I'll
or
fast from
chocolate
alcohol, or I'll fast from the internet, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure on that if I'm going to do something like that or not.
Is this like a month previous to Easter that you do this, or is this
Yeah,
like...
it's yeah, exactly. It leads
Okay.
up, and I think today is it today Ash Wednesday?
I have no idea.
I'm not Catholic, so I don't know about all that. But I know that at my church, we do a fast leading into Easter. So that's what this is about. It's just a spiritual fast. Whenever I would normally eat, I pray, and I enjoy it. You don't realize how many times or how you go through your entire day sometimes, and you never like think about the Lord or think about spiritual matters. So yes, the wind is kicking.
Yeah, if you're wondering if it's windy, it's
Yeah,
really
it is.
windy here
It
today.
is. And so what I enjoy is that it just kind of, I end up seeing God really work in my life during periods of fast when I do this. I don't do it too often, but we do one in the fall and then one in the spring. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he said,
Yes.
punish me, eat in front of me, I don't care. So I just want to clarify, I'm not that friend that's like, oh, I'm going to rub it in, but he
No.
was like, do it.
It doesn't matter, because it's not about the abstaining from food and like, oh, I have to have the food, right? It's about another focus. So the food just reminds me I need to pray, right? So I've been praying today, and I'll continue to pray. Because I eat 6 meals a day, I end up doing a lot of prayer.
There's a lot of praying going
There's a lot
on.
of praying going on.
Since we've gotten together last,
Yeah.
man, government's been busy. I don't know if you watched
a whirlwind.
Trump's address, congressional address last night.
I watched some of it. It was just funny watching Vance and Johnson behind just laughing. I mean, you would think they were at a comedy show. I mean, they just laughed the entire time. It was good stuff. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was at the gym for most of it. I got home and it was still going on. We caught some of it. The grumpy Democrats can't stand her. Even for the kid that beat cancer, they wouldn't stand up and clap for him.
No.
It doesn't matter what. They're like, we don't care what it is. We will. I feel like he could have thrown them a bone, like something that's actually their agenda, and they still wouldn't have clapped.
No, they wouldn't.
It would have been like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so,
But
yeah.
lots of good going on.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the direction, so
For
that
sure.
was fun. I think the left looks silly, sitting there doing all that, but so be it. Politics.
No, it's great. I mean, the more that they act like a fool, the better it is. Just the better it is, because if they got their act together, they might have a chance. But acting like this, I mean, they're just going to continue to alienate anyone with any sort of moderate persuasion at all. They're just going to alienate them.
They're too corrupt. They're beyond savable.
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of, I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. I mean, I just think, like, I look at politics sometimes from like a business perspective. Right? So you're trying to close a deal, you're trying to accomplish something. Like, how would I tackle this from a business perspective? How would I adjust course, realize, oh, the market's changed, what do I got to do to still get the sales, market to my audience, the people, my customers, all those things. And it's like the market's completely changed and they're still living like, you know, in another decade. It's very strange to see that they have no ability to adjust and think that what they're doing is somehow going to be effective.
They've all come out with the whole scripted response, and at this point, I think they're literally have been bought and paid for. So
it's just
it's not even up to like what makes sense. Because like, why wouldn't you clap for the kid that got into West Point? Why wouldn't you clap for the things they did for Lake and Riley's family? It's beyond common sense.
It is.
And
it's very strange.
I think their hands are tied because they took the money, and I think they have to fall in line. But moving on from that,
bro, I got something right now.
Let's do it. Yeah. What do you got?
So, you are the co-host of the Red Balls of Fury.
Yes.
Of the Fury. He is the co-host.
The chips.
And so one of your duties is to promote the Fury.
Oh, okay.
So these are not, you can't give these out because the only way to get these is to be a super loser. You got to be one of the top 20 to get a chip. This is your ticket in. However, you get 5 to use as part of your promotion in your videos or whatever to remind people about the Fury, and especially people that are that have no chance to get in the Fury. Like, it's impossible. They need to be reminded the most because those are the people whose hopes and dreams are really crushed when they find out how much freaking silver we're giving away at the Fury.
If this is, I mean, I have 5 of these. Doesn't it make sense I should give a few away?
No, you cannot. You cannot give any of those away.
These are purely promo chips?
Promo chips for you to keep as a co-host. I mean, I have a stack of like 90 of them. So, you know, I figured I would share 5 with you.
All right. Well, I will make sure they're prominently displayed.
Yes, and remind people about the Fury. As it gets closer and closer, then remind people to play against that grade, especially people that haven't played yet.
And I've been dragging. I barely got in yesterday.
Because it's getting harder and harder to actually make the Fury. So then you'll have more people jumping in to guess that grade when they find out how much silver we're giving away.
You don't want to miss it.
Their hopes and dreams will immediately be crushed. The Fury feeds off of the crushing of hopes and dreams, and what we want to see is a furious Fury.
Yes, furious.
So
I love it.
So there you go. And then you just gave me magnets?
Yeah, you probably have the stickers. That's a magnet. I didn't know if you had that magnet. And
I do have these stickers, I think. I don't know if I have this. It will go on my magnet board.
You just keep slapping my stickers up all around town.
All right, so I have something. So this is from our good buddy, Spokane Silver Stacker. Spoke.
Wow.
Now, I took a knife and went, woof. And when I did, I cut the tops of all the envelopes. It was a sharp knife. Luckily, I don't think I actually cut the letter. So I haven't read any of this. I haven't opened it up. I know what it is because I bought something from it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is for both of us. This is for you.
Pirate.
Okay. This is for you.
Whoa.
Now, I'll just preface this by saying, I'll just preface it and then you can open the letter, read the letter. Okay. So I bought some stuff from him.
Yeah.
And I was like, give me an extra because I'm going to give one to Pirate. And then when he found out that I was going to give one to you, he's like, no, I want you to have that one. I will give some stuff to Pirate. So I actually have nothing to do with any of this. It's all from Spoke.
Wow.
I attempted to give you something, and he was like, no, I want you to have that. Here's some extra swag for Pirate. So you have something really cool in there.
His letter is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I am keeping it to myself. But
you can keep that to yourself.
He's top notch.
He wrote me a letter, which I will read. However, this one is for both of us. So this one, I think we should read because it's not that big. All right. Steve and Pirate, wanted to thank you both for all you do in the community. Watching you both together is very entertaining. like the way you interact. You can tell from the videos that you have a good friendship. Although I haven't been able to watch and comment on as many of your videos as I used to, I still enjoy them, and I usually turn them on and listen as I'm driving or get some free time. But keep doing what you guys are doing. Wanted to send you each a little thank you, so I'm gifting you my blankety blank. It's my version of the blankety blank. Okay, so I didn't tell you what that was, so you can open up and read that. Yeah, he's the man. Spoke, you are the man. I really appreciate you, brother.
It's very, very, yeah, very touching. Thank you.
Yeah.
Without even, I mean, just the letter. That was awesome.
I will read my letter in a bit. I will say that. So I have.
We better open them.
Yeah, we got to open them. So I have this guy right here. This is
number one.
Number one, right? This is number one.
Wow.
This is first generation. I've had this for a long time. So he has a second generation and a third.
Oh wow.
And I wanted the number ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was going to gift you one of them, and he said, "Oh no."
He
said he wanted me to have the number ones because I already had the number ones. So that's what I've got in here. I'm not sure what you have in there. You'll find out.
He is a gentleman and a scholar.
A magnet. I did not have a spoke magnet.
Apparently those are exclusives.
Oh. A cross magnet, even better.
Yes.
I did not have that. And a sticker. Whoa, something else.
I got those as well, and the exclusive sticker. And
wait till you see what you got.
Let me read it. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. That's awesome. To be honest, you see the John 3:16 all the time.
Right.
Football
games and
did
stuff.
not know that was the scripture to it. So that's
I'm not going to show
awesome.
you this so you can open yours, but you're about to be blown away when you see what he gave you.
I have two things.
I know.
All right, let's open this one firstly.
Bro, oh my God, I cannot believe you gave. Okay, wow, man, Spoke, you the man.
Don't give it away.
I won't. Wow, man, he is. This is why I was like, we got to get together. You've got to see what I've been bugging Pirate to get together. Oh, okay, we're losing stuff.
That's yours.
Wow.
Oh, very cool. Copper round with the 316. It's got Spokane Silver Stacker.
That's like his poker chip.
That is way cooler than a poker chip.
Dude, it's got a reeded edge.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Man, we are like ready for a monsoon to happen.
I don't know if
any
you've
minute
seen my
now.
latest video that I dropped today, my Bible study. Have you watched that one yet?
Not today.
Okay,
No.
so I videoed it and it was super windy. My camera gets knocked over twice. Half the time you can't even hear what I'm saying because the wind is blowing so hard in the mic. I didn't want to redo the video, but it's like, it's even more windy today.
Wow.
Oh, I know. I can't believe he gave you both of them.
Unbelievable.
I know.
These are stunning silver pieces here, and I'm definitely gonna have to do a standalone video on this as well. So be ready for that.
Dude.
If you don't know, I've been working my way.
I like to brag. I have number one. I have number one. I have number one. That's right. I got all three, baby.
Wow, these are
Those are
absolutely
incredible, huh?
incredible.
Yeah, I know. Super cool. Man, all right. So let's see.
That is really beautiful. Now,
And he's got the shirts from Breach and everything. I'm
it's
sorry.
so
I interrupted you. I was all excited.
It's Breach is the one that's actually making these.
Yeah.
Make sure that's not got any mustard on it. Oh, matching number 20. How cool is that?
That's very cool.
It's got the triple S. Wow, I'm flattered. I am blown away by these. These are
Spoke is the man.
totally incredible. The sticker.
I hope you make the Fury, Spoke. This will have no bearing on whether you make the Fury or not. No bearing whatsoever.
Yes, it will. I'm gonna get one of these coming in the mail to you, Spoke.
No, you cannot send those.
ASAP.
You gotta earn that. You have to
He earned it.
No.
What do you mean he didn't earn it?
That's his ticket
This
in.
is beyond
You gotta earn it.
earned.
No. Yuri's next level stuff.
This is incredible. For those of you that don't know, I recently began reading the Bible, and although I have sloughed off here and there, my goal is to get through the entire thing this year, front to back. You know, I grew up in a very strict Mormon household, which is Christian, but it's just a little bit different, right? If any of you know the Mormon church at all. And over the years, I drifted far away from that, and I didn't believe really at all. Now that I'm older, I have a little more insight. I met Fish. He's my pal. He's been a wonderful example. It's made me question and want to know, and you know, it has led me to pray for the first time in 20 years. Reading it, you know, I'll be honest, I don't know where my journey's gonna take me, but knowledge is a valuable thing one way or the other. And you know, I feel good about it, and I try to live my life in a good moral way. So it does tend to go hand in hand. This is fantastic. I will treasure these forever. Very, very cool of you, and thank you. They're amazing. So shout out.
Did yourself, Spoke.
Yeah, Spokane Silver Stacking, fantastic. He actually had won a furnace from me years ago. I don't know if he ever ended up using it.
That's right.
It was that gas one that I failed with, and anyway, I hopefully that got a little use from him at some point. But great guy in the community. He's been around about as long as we have.
Yeah, he's been around.
So that's very cool. Well, thank you. Wow, that's fun, right?
Yeah, that's really cool.
Show up and get some custom silver art.
They're neat. They're really neat pieces. Really neat pieces.
Beautiful.
How is diet and training going? I know with you being sick, that kind of derailed things a little bit.
Fully derailed. Yesterday I was 300.8. Now, if you've been following along, that's about 6 pounds down from where I was when I started 2 months ago.
It's horrible considering coming off of being sick for 2 weeks.
It's rough. Being sick was brutal. I'm not gonna lie, food is a comfort for me. And when you feel lousy, it's so easy to want some comfort.
What I have to like feed a cold, you know, just like give me all the food.
What I have been successful at has been the gym. Including, you know, I was there last night with my wife, or yesterday with my wife, went in the night before. I've been pretty consistent with that, getting 4 to 5 days in and ramping it up. I may not look it, but I feel much stronger, much harder than what I was, you know, when I started 6 weeks ago. Well, check that one.
Whoa!
There you go. Yeah, so I mean, I've got long, gangly arms, so I don't put a lot of gains on them. But I am definitely.
Why is your right side so much stronger?
I think I don't know how to flex my left
What do you
side.
thought? No, that's good. Yeah.
I mean, this one though is.
Yeah, I think that's the same way. I got one different than the other.
Anyway, I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
You know the old joke.
I know.
But it's one of those things. So that has definitely been a positive. I'm much stronger than where I was at 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I've kept that up. Still doing the walking.
But honestly, the training to me is the most critical part, because it's not something like you can't just make up for lost time training, right? You can make up for lost time dieting. Like, I got off point, I can get back on point. But working out and training and fitness take years and years and years to build, and it doesn't come quick. But you can get those 6 pounds back off that you put back on. You can get your diet back on point pretty quickly and right the ship. It's not as easy to build a long-term habit of getting to the gym 4 to 5 days a week, suffering, putting yourself through some pain, and learning to enjoy that process. That's what most people fail at. People will gladly, okay, I'll diet for a little bit, but they don't have the training as the base of it, and then their diets fail. But when you have the training, which you did and continue to do, that's still progress. That's still moving forward.
The training feels good.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned it yet. I started a nights and weekends gig at Home Depot.
That's right.
And I've been doing training. I work tonight, actually.
Okay.
I was just picking up some extra travel money. We got 2 big European vacations this year.
Do you work this Saturday at 10 p.m.?
Well, they close at 9.
Okay.
Maybe 10 on Saturday. But I do, actually. I'm there from 3 to midnight on Saturday, noon to 9 on Sunday.
You're going to miss the results show of Guess That Grade.
Well, that sucks.
I know. It'll be a premiere party.
But
10 p.m. Saturday.
it is gonna be
Shameless plug.
It is gonna be an active thing for me because I'm on the floor. So, it's one of those things. I've been drafting. I've been self-employed for 20 years.
Yeah.
You just get burnt. It's just one of those things. I used to could power through and do 60-hour, 70-hour weeks. Doing CAD is very mental, and I'm one of those guys that, like, I'm very social. So
Yeah.
sitting on a computer by myself doing numbers 12, 14, 15 hours a day, I just don't want to do it. I don't have that desire. So I just really wanted to do something different. I got in the garden center.
There's something to be said for mindless work.
Mindless work.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
My job is more like your CAD job, where it's constantly thinking and analyzing and dealing with all different stuff and people and sales and things. And I remember when I needed some extra cash one summer, and this wasn't too many years ago. This was like 10 years ago. I picked up a job at Papa John's delivering pizzas in the evening.
Yeah.
And I did that for like 4 months until I got so sick of people being horrible tippers that I just quit on the spot and was like, all right, I really don't need this money. I'm just like, So I did that. I worked part-time at Starbucks one time back in the day while my regular job.
Right.
I worked part-time at UPS. But all those jobs were just mindless. When, versus like trying to take your current job and just take it to the next level. That takes a lot out of you. But if you're like, I need some extra cash, or you could go be social, do the garden thing and all that stuff at Home Depot, I would dig that. I mean, I would enjoy the social aspect of just having a mindless job that you get paid and you can talk to people and stuff.
It was literally one of those things where I was walking through the garden center, getting stuff for spring, getting my dirt, getting some other things.
Right.
And I was just like, it was shady. Right now it's a beautiful time of year here, so it felt good with the breeze.
Yep.
And I was like, I could just do this, like, blankly. If they got like 80-year-old Cheryl up on the register
Yeah, I know.
and 70-year-old Shannon watering plants here, I can do this.
Cheryl
and
Shannon.
I was just like, it's such a laid back thing. So I was like, I threw an application in online and they hired me the next day without an interview. So I'm in the garden center. It's what I like and enjoy. And we'll make it a little extra money to help cover that stuff.
You got some big vacations coming up, so that'll be nice cash to cover all that.
11 days in Rome and Greece in June, and then 14 days in England for Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
So not only are they big,
Awesome.
they're expensive. And, and it's not even just about the cost of that, it's not working for 2 weeks as well.
Yeah,
so
it's a
then it's
double
like,
whammy.
then you've got to make up half a month's worth of
And when you're self-employed,
work
I mean, that's
ahead
it.
of time,
Yeah.
right? I don't
Yeah.
get any. So,
Yeah.
it worked out. They hired me. Now we'll see. I mean, I am in that position where it's like I could hate it, and I'll be like, all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But right now, training's fun. Everybody's nice. I'm actually enjoying the social aspect. So hopefully I enjoy it enough to stick it out. I'm only looking for like 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I say that because I should get a little more exercise in being mobile.
Walking, yes.
Because I've been sitting behind a computer at my desk for 20 years.
I've been laying off you
I know.
because you've been sick.
I know.
But we're turning up the screws again.
We're getting back after
Getting
it.
back after it.
Now,
getting back
oh,
after.
where I was going with that, I did take down my training content, my pirate losing weight content. I made those videos private, and here's the reason why. At Home Depot, as we're sitting there in our class, they're asking about hobbies.
Right.
So I mentioned, I have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that was super cool, which it is, right?
Right.
And I'm like, it's coins and collecting, and it's a little bit of a catch-all. These are now my co-workers. Several of them were like, we're gonna go check that out.
Right.
Me not even thinking, and then I talked to the one dude the next time I went to training. He's like, man, that's really brave of you to be up there shirtless talking about how fat you are. And I was like, I'm gonna take those down for a minute.
But wait, let's just use this opportunity to call somebody out.
Okay, yeah.
Emerald took down his training video. He didn't show himself shirtless. He just ran around on a soft, fluffy sand, all puffy because he's, getting back in shape. There was nothing wrong with the video, and he was like, I'm too embarrassed. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. Put that video back up there and get your videos going.
I didn't even see that video.
Well, he took it down before anyone could. And I'm really, actually, the only reason I'm upset about it is I tried to steal a bunch of clips from it to use it for others' content that I was making, and then it was gone, so I couldn't steal clips, and I was like, you son of a gun. I should have stole it earlier. So, yeah, that's the real reason, But I understand what you're saying.
Once I'm settled in, I'll unprivate it.
So that's actually one of the reasons why I do my fitness journey the way I do it. In that I'm not posting anything that anyone can't look at, and there won't be any sort of,
weirdness.
I'm not posting like my abs or whatever,
if
love handles. I'm just not.
If I was leg pressing,
I send those pictures to you privately.
If I was leg pressing 600 pounds, I'd be throwing that all over the internet.
There you go. You can throw that out there.
So that is.
But you know what I'm saying? But you got to keep.
Right.
If you just keep it, I'm focused on the journey, the process, the encouragement. So it's something I feel comfortable leaving up there. But I understand you went all in. I was surprised. Actually, I'm like, wow, Pirates, not messing around.
I'm not shy.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not an act for me. But I was like. I didn't want all the ladies thinking I was available.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah. What?
Rachel would kick their butt. Oh, dude, I just said your wife's name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
My wife's name is Rachel. You don't care.
I have a filter. I'm sorry.
No.
But she would kick her. Okay. So I just got a big tattoo on my back.
Yeah.
It covers about, not quite, but a quarter of my left side of my upper back.
It's awesome.
Right? I'm round 1, I got another round 2 next month, round 3. It's probably gonna take 3 rounds, maybe 4 with the shading. It's a cover up. So I'm covering up something else that I don't like.
So you're wondering how long mine took?
No. When does your back stop itching? Oh my gosh. I'm just 24/7. With all these other ink, they don't itch the same way. But your back, and you're covered. So I'm you've experienced this. Your whole back is done up. And I'm just I have one, but that was I forgot. I mean, that was 15 years ago, the one I'm covering up. So
I just have one on my back.
Just one giant back piece.
one whole back.
But man, I'm every day I'm just stop itching.
Now everything's different.
But the arms and the legs, they don't itch like that. I think the problem is that I normally keep it a little layer of aquifer on it.
Well,
and with
you
my back,
can't moisturize it, right?
Yeah, so it's just,
it sucks.
So once I get because I just got the line work done. So once I get the shading done,
it's
that is
really
gonna itch like crazy. I'm just I'm dreading that more than I am the pain of getting the tattoo.
I have something to bring up, and I want to hear your thought on it.
Okay.
Because I just saw this wealthy fat chick got put under, and they did an entire back piece and leg sleeve while she was put under. The whole thing.
Okay.
Had four artists working for hours doing the whole thing while she was under anesthesia.
Okay.
I think that's cheating. I think that's a chicken shit way out. I feel like your attachment to what you put on is because you've gone through the pain. It meant enough to you to put it on your body, and you kind of go through that process to where it means something.
Yeah.
I feel like these people, and I know a lot of basketball players do it, they get put under, they'll get their whole back piece done while they're put under. And I get it, you've got the means to do that, but I feel like you're cheating the process. You want the clout of look at this, look at this cool thing.
Yeah.
But you didn't go through the process to earn it. What's your thought on that? Maybe I'm being dumb.
No, you're not. I have two thoughts. So my first one is that, like my buddy, I'm gonna call him my buddy before I call him my tattoo artist, but my buddy is a good friend of ours. He was part of the wedding party at my daughter's wedding. I've known him for 15 or 20 years. He's the only one of his. He owns a shop, and one of his employees has put some ink on me because he was good at a specific style, like the script on my arms and some American traditional stuff on my legs. And so he was like, "Oh, have Freak do it," you know. So, but for the most part, my buddy does all of the work, right? Well, so much of my tattoos, the memory is talking with him for 3 to 4 hours and building that relationship and friendship. And we talk about everything. I mean, I know everything about his life. He pretty much knows everything about mine. We're very open with each other. And we built a true friendship and relationship from sitting in the chair talking. Okay, so that's the first thing, that she's missing out on that, right? The second thing is I have, and this is probably like my own little pettiness or whatever, but you may feel the same way, right? When I'll talk to guys that have no ink at all, and that's fine. I don't care if you have ink or not. If you have none ink, stay virgin. Don't get ink. But they have no ink, right? And they're like, yeah, I'm getting a sleeve, and I'm getting this whole thing done up, and all this stuff, and then it's good. And then you see them a month later, and they're completely sleeved up with a chest piece, and it's like, bro, this sleeve is like 20 different tattoos, individually done, that eventually created what it is.
Right.
My legs, every single one is individual. And so when you go from nothing to just completely inked up all over in one setting or one thing, there's like no journey of learning about tattoos, of learning what you like and don't like. One, I think is a big mistake because you're probably going to regret the entire thing, because your very first tattoo is not the one that you look back on and say, that was the best one I ever got. You know what I mean? Like, typically not. So you kind of evolve as someone who's getting inked up. And now, like, my style, I love American traditional. That's what I'm pretty much sticking with forever. Maybe script now and then, but I think it kind of ages well. It's kind of timeless. And the pieces don't have to have a lot of meaning. You can just get something you think that's cool.
Right.
But, so when people get like fully done up, all at once, I feel like they're missing out on the journey. They're doing it just for the status symbol of it, of like, oh, look at me, I now have a full sleeve. And it's like, that my sleeve on my arm, that's a 15-year deal to get to where that is now, you know? And I understand people don't want to wait that long and they want to get it all done at once, but I just think when you rush that whole process, it's like you're not really into tattoos. You're into the image of what that looks like or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So along the lines with the lady who's getting knocked out and then getting her whole body done up, it's like you're missing out on so much of the process and the journey of it and getting to know your tattoo art, all these things, just for this temporary or this immediate, not temporary, this immediate instant gratification of I want it all right now. And that's not, like, I enjoy seeing my legs slowly fill up. Like eventually from ankles all the way up to my butt is going to be, both legs are going to be fully tatted up. But it's a process, and I continue to think, well, what do I want next? And what do I want next? And I go get a tattoo, and it's a couple 2-hour sessions. I do the line work one time, I go back, I do the shading the next. I get to hang out with my buddy, you know. So those are my general thoughts. I'm kind of with you on it. And it is kind of cheating, but I don't maybe look at it as cheating. I look at it more like, you're just missing out on everything and you want that instant gratification as opposed to going through the process. Like anything, right? Anything that's worth a value takes time.
Well, and mine's truly a collection. Like, I have a reason for the different things I have, and I can tell you the story behind them.
But this did not happen all at once.
No. And
this is
and you don't have to have that connection.
No.
But I do feel like you're cheating if you're not experiencing what it is and going through the process. Anybody that tells you tattoos don't hurt, they're lying.
But I've yet
Tattoos are uncomfortable.
I've yet to find one. So the piece that I just got done, like it kind of comes up a little bit into my neck. That did not hurt. It goes like under into my armpit. That did not hurt. The very center of my spine was like, oh my gosh. We're in the middle of a conversation, and then he got to that part, and I just shut up. And he knew at that point I was like hurting. And I just sat there for like 10 minutes, and he knocked it out. He's like, "You all right, buddy?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But sometimes you can't even talk. Yeah, anyone who says tattoos don't hurt, you haven't had a tattoo.
Yeah, you're lying. You're just lying.
The only one that didn't hurt was that little one right there. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I know it's super small, but I've got this little 311 on my arm, which is not about the band. It's about my good buddy, recent good buddy's son who passed away, and that's for baby Miles. But anyways, you know, I had the neck surgery, right? And so part of the reason I had the neck surgery is my entire arm had gone numb. And it was like you could, at that point when I had the neck surgery, you could have chopped off my hand. I don't think it would have felt it. And this finger is still a little bit numb. It's just permanent nerve damage. Well, I think I still have some nerve damage in here because I literally could not feel that. And it's small, but I'm like, I cannot, yes, Pirate's arms are bigger than mine.
Well, no,
he's checking it out right now.
No, I thought it looked short, but it's almost as long as mine.
It's because they're skinnier.
So that might be it, yeah.
But I didn't feel it, and I think it's because of the nerve. So other than that little guy right there, that I was like he was pressing, and I felt pressure, but I felt no pain.
There's definitely those artists.
Other than that, everything on my body hurts extremely bad.
They say there's heavy-handed and light-handed, and there are artists that are for sure heavier-handed than others. But in any case, let's wrap this up. Hey, good time today. Shout out to Spokane Silver Stacker.
Yes.
Thank you for the loot.
Man.
I'm going to do a certain one on that. We're going to show that off more. And Red Balls of Fury, Fish's channel. Stay on top of it. He loves to sneak these videos in.
Guess that grade. Round 3 results show Saturday nights. If you haven't gotten into Guess That Grade, you need to get into it. It's the only way to get into the Fury.
It's a process.
And so, yeah, it's a process. There's going to be a lot of hopes and dreams crushed who won't even make it in.
Lots of hurt feelings out there.
Yeah, the people will be in their fields. We're already at least 15 people are not going to make it in, at least.
That's life.
Already. That's life.
Life's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
I love that.
Yes.
Well, have a good week, everybody else. We'll meet back up next week, hopefully, and great day today.
We will meet back up not on Wednesday.
Not on Wednesday. Wednesday is not a typical day for us. But, it is what it is.
I forgot that I was fasting when we scheduled the meetups.
But Mike Cuban was fantastic. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Right. Pirate,
Fish.
out of here. Later, guys.